I've been thinking a lot about the state of Britain's military lately, and honestly, it keeps me up at night. Our forces are in a really tough spot right now, struggling with years of tight budgets and neglect that no one seems to have fixed properly. When Labour took over last year with that huge majority, a lot of us hoped things would change fast, but here we are in late 2025, and it still feels like we're playing catch-up in a world that's getting more dangerous by the day. Everyone knew the armed forces were stretched thin. Not enough people to keep ships sailing, units fully staffed, or planes in the air, and way too few modern pieces of equipment to feel confident on the global stage. It's heartbreaking to see, especially when you talk to serving personnel or veterans who love what they do but feel let down. Then there's the bigger picture shaking things up. With the Trump administration back in Washington, they've made it clear they're pulling back some focus from Europe to deal with their own priorities and threats in Asia. It's woken up a lot of countries across the continent. Places like Poland have poured money into their militaries and really turned things around, and even Germany is making serious moves. Others, not so much. Britain? We've tried, but it often feels half-hearted. The Prime Minister promised to bump defense spending up to 2.5% of GDP by 2027, which sounded good at the time. A real step up from where we were. He talked about aiming for 3% eventually, though the timeline was always a bit vague. Then, with more pressure from across the Atlantic and allies pushing at NATO summits, we committed to broader targets, like getting core military spending to 3.5% by the mid-2030s, plus extra for things like infrastructure and cyber to hit that symbolic 5% overall that everyone was talking about. But even with those announcements earlier this year, the big boost funded partly by cutting foreign aid, which was a tough call no one liked, many experts, including seasoned military voices, said it might not be enough or fast enough. Russia hasn't slowed down. If anything, the threats feel more real. We can't keep delaying. Lately, there are whispers that even these plans are under review because of pressures from health, welfare, and other domestic needs that eat up so much of the budget. I get it. Those areas matter hugely to people, but defense is meant to be the first priority, keeping the country safe. Let me just point out a few things that worry me most, things the Prime Minister really needs to hear. Our Navy has ships and submarines stuck in port because there aren't enough trained crews, or the maintenance backlog is huge. The RAF is short on pilots who can actually fly the jets we have. And the Army? It's hard for them to put together even one solid armored brigade without shuffling everything around, let alone the full division we've promised to NATO. Procurement has been a mess too. Just think about the Ajax program. After all the delays and billions spent, deliveries finally started this year, but then training had to pause again because of noise and vibration issues making soldiers ill. It's frustrating, and it sums up why trust is low. If the government's main job is protecting the nation and its people, we're taking risks here. In a real emergency, could we respond properly without a massive, immediate injection of funds into people, training, and industry? The recent budget and ongoing reviews haven't delivered the relief many hoped for. I'm finding myself agreeing more with people like Colonel Tim Collins, who argue that it might take something truly catastrophic to wake politicians up and make defense the priority it deserves. I really hope it doesn't come to that. We need leaders to step up now, with real commitment and action today. What do you think? Is Britain doing enough, or do we need to push harder before it's too late? If this hits home for you, please like the video to help support Winds of Thought, subscribe for more straightforward takes on these issues, and let me know your thoughts in the comments.